Let us continue playing Darkest Dungeon. When we've last left off, we've actually been in great shape, really, all in all. We've now got Marriage up to Resolve level 3. We have a few people approaching level 3 as well, in terms of Shadowhawk, Little Debbie, and a few things. Dylan has obviously gone to cure his worries, which is why he's in the sanatorium. I've also done a few upgrades. I've basically got a lot of people up to weapon level 2, with the exception of Little Debbie and a few others. I think this is just going to be a general standard boost I'm probably going to have to do in the future. I'm going to bite the bullet and do that. I've also gone and done some upgrades. We've upgraded the Nomad Wagon, so it increases the number of trinkets available and also reduces their cost. So they might actually be somewhat useful in the future. I've improved the tavern. All three of the tavern's things. So the stress relief is now a little more definite. Unfortunately, the only person we really need to cure at this stage is Dylan. Snoopy, I think, is still on 38, so he's actually not too bad. But what this has meant is that I've basically used up most of my crests, and we don't have a lot of portraits left. I want to upgrade the Abbey's things as well, which is his busts and crests. So the plan is at this stage to head to an area we haven't been to before. We're going to head to the Cove. As you can see, we've got a medium adventure there. We still have the Path to the Necromancer there. But, sorry, the Poisoned Hag. Necromancer is my other game. Activate 3 infected corpses. It's actually a bit of a worrying one to try, but we'll ignore that. And we have an estate map, which, yeah, is a level 3 adventure. We want to save that until we have actually got a level 3 party. We definitely want to save those. For the moment, though, the Cove is definitely an option. An occultist-only item. We haven't got an occultist yet. That's something I need to really get at some point soon. And we have a swordsman quest, which is a crusader-only, minus 10% heal skills, plus 15% damage skills. That is better than the... It is better than that. It may be a common item, but actually... Our crusader doesn't have any healing skills. Actually check his things there. He does have, there are battle heals available. There's also an Inspiring Cry, which does do a small amount of healing as well. And honestly, a 10% drop isn't that severe. I don't tend to use them that way anyway. So, I think looking at our stress order here, it's probably a reasonable idea to have the two people I currently got there, Little Debbie and the Shadowhawk. We want to... I'm going to put Holland into the battle. I haven't actually used this guy before, so he can lead off. So we have two definite frontline fighters. We can't use Kitsuna while we're using you. And Pirate Joe is mostly a frontline fighter. Actually, you know what? Shadowhawk can... Oh, except that Shadowhawk is quite close to leveling. This is the thing here. I want to level people. Alright, Pirate Joe and Holland will lead the party here. We shall have Little Debbie as a level 2 adventurer just to hang out the back. And is there anybody else who's quite close? Not particularly. So we just need somebody for a backline fighter, and I think that leads us to Zelios, who has quite a lot of compulsive things to do, but he has the Plague Grenade and a few other useful things, so yeah, we're going to have Zelios. So that's provision. We're going to go for 8 food. I'm going to go for antivenom bandage, skeleton key, shovel. And a set of 8 torches. I want to try and spill up some money again, because it might be important for us to do that. Yeah, we'll go with that. So let's go with this party. Oh, I didn't do the trinkets. Okay, so we're going in there without a lot of trinkets. Tentacled lurkers lie in wait beneath the water's surface. Tread carefully. Well, we'll see how this goes. The worst comes to it, we will retreat. And this is taking a while. There we go.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out.
So 100% of the room thing there. And everybody's starting on 20 stress, I've noticed here. Through the Eldritch, sickly, thick-blooded. Scouting charts in ruins. We should have gone to the ruins, actually. This by demons. That I think is a new one for you. Wheeled Explorer. Okay, so we didn't really do anybody suited to the cove. We're again going to go to this room because if there is an encounter there, we don't want to have to go all the way back to find it. And lucky us. Nothing must be left untouched. We salvaged a burnt torch. Thankfully it happened on this one, but there might be some issues where, you know, we don't want that to happen. Trap.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
Okay. Let's torch ourselves up to the top and head in.
Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
And the scouting continues. So unfortunately there wasn't anything there and I could have ignored it. But unfortunately there was no way of knowing that. So off we go. Managed to avoid taking any backtracking stress, which is a nice position to be in. Unfortunately we're about to encounter something. So our light source is good. And we have surprised them. Okay. So let's begin then. Plague Grenade. And they're both blighted. Now they only have 10 hit points and they're taking 4 damage a round, so they're basically done. So, our Leper has a Purge ability, knockback 3, minus 90 damage, clearing all corpses. That is actually a nice ability. Withstand increases his stress healing and also allows him additional protection skills. He has additional 15 damage if he's in position 1 because of his effect there. And Sharp, which is a very low accuracy base actually. So I think we're just going to hew these first two. That was not a lot of damage. Okay. So with this guy, Uppercut causes a double knockback and stun. We have Come Hither, which pulls people towards. We have Collect Bounty, which does additional damage to certain things here. So I think he's going to be very useful in certain situations here. I feel, but I think what we want to do crit mod 2%, crit mod 5%. Alright, we're just going to go for a Collect Bounty on this one. Okay, we're lacking something that hits quite hard here. This is a problem for us, I feel. Dazzling Light. Causes stun. Shocker. 1 damage and a stun effect, I imagine. Yep. We could do about you being shocked. But you were. Right, Brian. So everybody's under debuffs right now. Right, round 2. So you fall out there. More blight. You are out as of next round, but we'd still rather... Oh, that caused bleeding effects. Right, stun resist. Alright, so they are out. They've got their attacks off. Not much I can do about that. Let's just deal with the front two. So again, we're going to go for a hew, and the hope that we'll kill the back one.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
And illuminate the first one. 1 damage and stun. Yes, thank you. And the light is up to 95.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Okay, battlefield medicine then. Let's just go and go for a minor heal.
A death by inches.
And I suppose what we should do here is an uppercut.
Broken. Maintain the offensive.
Oh, we need some rubies. They're quite pricey. Healthstone and a bust. Okay. We continue on.
Another mariner. Another misfortune.
So that's effectively what the trees and the other blocking things are. And unfortunately, nothing must be left unopened. Thankfully, that hasn't caused us any problems yet. We do have keys and things. The message has a lasting effect on the hero. So he's gained Nymphomania, so 20% stress heals in the brothel. Thankfully he's gaining good things, but if he's going to do that on every single thing, they're going to need to cure that. I quite mind. Compulsive. Yeah, we need to heal his compulsion. Still, moving on. Should also light the extra torch we got. Hunger strikes, we eat. Okay, it wasn't compact to that, and we have a map. Map, very helpful. These are quite rare actually, but will show us where everything is. And it does go to the end. So we only have 3 more encounters to go, and we've actually won this. Unfortunately, we hit another trap.
Curious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Fortunately, there's nothing I can do to cure that at the moment. I was tempted to take the thing that cures debuffs, but for now, we have some stuff to deal with. And I think to start with, Plague Grenade at the back. And a crit. So you're down to 2 lives left, and Stressful Incantation. But that's at the start. We've got plenty of stress in reserve, we should be fine. However, they've got a lot of stress attacks. This can't... Okay. I'm going to come hither on you. Now that has a pull effect, and it has, in fact, changed the order. Unfortunately, they can sort of do that themselves. So, I think we're just going to go for a chop on you. We need to do some damage. 9 direct to there. Next up, Illumination. Since he's going to take 4 damage anyway, if I can do 1 damage to you, you are out. And we're undoing some of the illumination effects from that. Okay, Bounty Hunter is bleeding.
Slowly.
But you're out.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
Alright, cure the bleeding. So you don't want to take additional damage if we can avoid it. And you're out next round, so we don't really need to deal with you anymore. The downside is that Debbie is about to hit the stress limit. So as long as there's no more critical hits, we should be okay, but... Shot for 8. Come hither on you. Now we hope that that's going to prevent you from doing a lot. Unfortunately it didn't. Still got range and more bleed. Heal on you. We could have gone for a crit attack, but it was unlikely to work. I need a bandage. Alright, we'll use the bandage on you this turn. And I'm going to go uppercut for you. Okay, next up. Disorientating Blast.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Your stun wears away. And what have you got now? I think another chop to the face of you.
Press this advantage.
1 out.
Give them no quarter.
And if we can do another stun effect here. No, he resisted that. He's got bonuses to it at the moment, so... Uppercut. Probably worth a go, in fairness. Right. Let's go for a low-level heal. Ren for the old gods. 4 damage. And more bleeding effects. Right, stunned again. Let's go with that. I want to heal your stress out a bit. And that's a lot of... So 9 stress healed. Defense boost. And we heal you. I was kind of hoping I'd get the finish him effect, but we'll finish him anyway.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Quite a lot there. Right. Unlock strongbox. That might have no effect. Contents are ours. About some more crests earned. We've not actually gained a lot of those, actually. 2 encounters still to go. No further damage I can deal with. We will, though, use up a torch. And we surprise them. Okay, we need to deal with a stress shaman as much as possible here. So, plague grenade. Come hither. I think that's actually killed him. 4 damage per round. How much he got there? 7. Hew. 5 and dodge. Alright, so he is out. And let's see if we can get a stun going as well. No. They've actually got a reasonable stun resistance looking at that.
Destroy them all.
Shocker for 1. Stun, debuff. No stress damage though. Still okay. So you de-stress. Salty gauge. Or gouge rather. And yep, more bleeding. Alright, 4 damage. Holland, let's go for a chop on the front one. And he's out. Uppercut. So you want to try and stun here. Resists. Alright, you resist. And new round. Salty gouge. And you are actually getting a bit low on hit points now. Right, collect bounty. Yeah, we're taking a lot here. The only reason I'm doing this is we don't have any way of curing this outside of combat, so let's get some things done. You're at the much more critical point. Dazzling Light does kill.
Ghoulish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Okay. Still got some way to go, though. Alright, he's out. He's on 5 hit points, though, so we're going to have to do some healing. Thankfully, nothing happened from those fish, which we're happy about. Final encounter, then. Now, some eldritch horrors going on here. Thankfully, we've managed to crit to start with. Crit double blight. Stress wave. Thankfully, I managed to dodge you. Spearfishing. Darn fish monsters. Right. So this guy's got the most hit points, but let's see if we can deal with the down... Wow, okay. We deal with the down thrall instantly. Come hither, and that's actually for the death. Did resist the knockback, though. Urgent healing on the bounty hunter. Barnacle barrier, but he's actually out unless that cures his blight effect. So that was a waste. He does have additional protection for the next 2 rounds, though. Okay. Since there's no other attacks that you can do... Let's go with that. It'll do some damage. And a slight repositioning. 3 more damage will kill you. But I'm going to go uppercut you. Miss. Dazzling Light misses. Let's see with slash. Alright, you're in trouble. You're on 1 hit point now. Let's go Hugh. Actually, we don't need to Hugh because he's going to die before he gets another round anyway. 4 damage. Death's Door.
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
You took 2. Right, so Death's Door. 1 out. Okay, we heal you. That means you recover from Death's Door. So the effects are reduced. I have no further effects I can give, so let's just go for the one there. I'm going to go for another stun attack. So if possible, we need to keep him in stun lock. Chop. Missed. More light. Resist. I'm actually happy for another stun attempt here, and no, we keep missing. Chop for 9. Alright, let's collect our bounty. 4. And he goes again. Heal me! Chop. Darn it. Alright. Let's go for the death. Didn't happen. Have stunned him though. And we have even cured you. Oh, here we go. Plus 25 damage per stunned. Only 7 though. And some virtue back. Some crests, some food.
Trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
And do we dare do anything about this? We do. Sickly quirk removed. Awesome. So he's lost his disease resistance, or his disease penalty, and we move on.
At last, wholesome marine life can flourish. If indeed there is such a thing.
Well, quite so. I mean, that's what the fish look like in this part of the world. And we get enough crests that we can start doing a few more upgrades to the town. But more importantly, we have the resolve experience increase. So Pirate Joe and Holland both level up to level 1. Obsessed with material things and fear of enclosed spaces. 2 negative effects. Well, things for us to worry about in the future, I guess.
There is a great horror beneath the manor. A crawling chaos that must be destroyed.
Quite so, and we will attempt to further our efforts towards destroying it next time. As you can see, Debbie is one small adventure away from 3rd level, but we need to wait on that, I think. I think, looking at things, we probably want to do a medium-length adventure with some people. But, for now at least, let's have a look at who's new. We have an arbalist at last.
Shoot, bandage, and pillage. The dancing steps of war.
Okay, so effectively a sniper healer, which isn't necessarily a bad thing at all. And we have an item we can give you straight away, which we've been holding on to for a while, actually. There you go. So, -4 dodge, +2 crit% chance. Stress damage if on high torch. No stress penalty for walking backwards. Okay. And for Solar Crown, that might actually be worth going on you as well, actually. But we'll hold on to that. So, next time we shall sort out some things. We shall work out what we want to do from here. We shall do stress relief for, I think, just you two at the top. And then we will continue playing Darkest Dungeon. So, until then.